I think in this stream session we were able to get a few good light tank games that I can use on my channel on YouTube. So that's kind of what I was looking for because I keep getting requests for light tank gameplay because again the dynamic is quite different at lower tier. People play differently, and so realistically it should be easier to get assisting damage at lower tier because tanks lack the view range. But then again, the HP pool is also much less. That's why I like tier 8 for light tanks. I feel like it's really the sweet spot. Tier 9 too. Some tier 9 tanks are really bad though. Alright guys, so the map is Lakeville and it looks like we have 2 light tanks against us. We have a couple choices to make. One, which bush do we take? And two, how aggressive do we want to be? This thing has such good camouflage that I might risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. Going far. We have some tanks coming behind us, so hopefully... Oh man. Low tier, I'll tell you what. Look at these PZ4Hs just driving right across the open. You can't do that in high tier. You get killed instantly. Alright, so... We're going to just activate our binoculars and maybe we'll spot something. Let's see, this is interesting. Usually you almost always spot something in this bush. I'm going to just turn my tank around so I can extend my vision there. Here we go. We got a PZ, and honestly we could probably shoot this guy and not get spotted. But we're not going to risk it because we have a bunch of tanks behind us that are willing to shoot for me, and of course everybody misses. Okay, this guy just drove straight into the building, and so I'm thankful for that. T67, this guy just gave up on life, I think. Poor guy. Way to go, drive into the one building in the entire side of your map. Alright, so it looks like, you know, we are at 600 assist. We're probably going to lose the 9-0 line if I'm being honest, just by the way our guys are playing. One line is going to be a toss-up because our KV1 and Excelsior are just hiding in the back. But in an ELC, being top tier, you know, you can do some pretty nasty things, but you have to conserve that little bit of HP that you do have. It is nice Wargaming buffed the HP of this thing all the way up to 490, which means that we can afford to at least take one hit by something big, like, you know, an IS, for instance. Alright, I kind of figured this guy would be back, and at low tier, a lot of tanks aren't running Sixth Sense, and so looks like this guy is. He got lit, and then he immediately backed off, and so... we might actually win the 9-0 line. We have all our tanks actually coming together to fight as a group instead of being scattered around. At this point, I have to decide what kind of play I want to make. What kind of impact can I actually have? You want to maximize your output, whether it be damage or assistance. And sitting here right now is not really netting me anything, but if I get over aggressive and commit, I could potentially get killed. That T67, if he's running Sixth Sense on a tier 5 tank, it means he's probably a Seal Clubber. And it probably means that he is good at this game. Okay, so the AMX BIS is spotted. Unfortunately, I don't think we have anything to shoot at this guy. He looks like he is running the big gun as well. I might have to try the big gun because I kind of miss it. Okay, I might just have to be the one to shoot these guys. I think I'm going to try to kill this guy. I gotta be careful, this guy could potentially spot me. So I'm gonna, if I get the kill shot on this AMX BIS, I will definitely take it just because he is a threat. Okay, so my prediction was right. We did lose the 9-0 line. At this point, we need to play as defensively as possible. While that guy is hugging the rock, I'm just gonna get out of here. Because I'm gonna get lit most likely. Alright, in a low tier game like this, I can afford to just drive across the middle. I'm not too worried about being spotted. And at this point, I'm going to switch to gold rounds, just because it's going to be a toss-up on whether or not we can pull this off. We are definitely down 2 tanks, and we need to somehow make a comeback for this. So, because it's low tier, I'm going to actually be a little bit more aggressive with what bush I take. I want to try to help this P43 out, but my guess is that a lot of tanks are just going to drive right up through the middle. I could take this bush up here, But if I do, I'm not going to get vision on any tank driving through here. So I'm going to let my arty know that he needs to fall back. He should know this by now, but maybe he's just tunnel visioning pretty hard. I have really good vision. I don't see why we couldn't pull this off, because we're not getting threatened by anything down the center or the 1-2 line. And yes, we have 4 tanks coming at us, but with my presence here, theoretically we should be able to at least slow them down, if not stop them altogether. So let's see if we can punish this guy. So he is behind a building. I'm going to just drive back. I was going to shoot at him there, but then now I realize that our IKV is in a position that he might be able to punch them. So let's not worry too much about shooting for now, because we don't want to put our vision down. Oh, that was an interesting play by that guy. Not the smartest move in my opinion. So now we have to relocate. We've lost the center control, and no matter how much I want to, okay, our grill didn't move at all basically. No matter how long I sit here, unfortunately it's not going to really net us a whole lot. So I'm going to actually finish this guy off because he's a threat. Or I'm just going to miss him because I think he was behind a building again. So the reason I'm falling back is, okay, the T-67 did end up dying, it looks like. So I'm going to try to get a few shots in. Even with gold, no pen. So kind of an awkward situation that we're finding ourselves in. We want to shoot these guys, but the DPM on this gun and the accuracy, the aim time is not really being too kind. But we don't want to get lit, right? So I'm going to actually drive up to this bush. This bush is actually quite powerful. Knock this tree down so I can drive up and down if I need to. I'm going to sit towards the peak, and I'm going to just put my binoculars up. I should be able to spot these heavies once I get my binoculars up. Beautiful. They have horrible view range, and so they shouldn't spot me. I'm just going to aim for center of mass. I should be able to pen this guy quite consistently through the front with my gold rounds. It's just the accuracy of this gun is quite bad. Okay, so we were able to take out the 1 KV1. We are definitely not in any kind of winning situation. Now this is an important play here. Once you see that they are pushing you from that direction, especially now that we've lost, it looks like we've lost the 1-2 line, I need to relocate. And at this point we're probably not going to win, but I'm sure going to try. I'm not giving up my position because I want to finish this guy off. Or this guy could just completely blind fire me. That's always good too. Okay, so we got to be really careful here. Just because they have arty, I want this to be a win. I'm just going to wait for that arty to go unspotted. Now I know that it's safe to push. And I'm going to prioritize killing that KV-1. This is going to be an interesting game. I don't know if we're going to be able to win. Hopefully this guy pushes me here. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to switch to my standard rounds. I got to conserve my gold ammo. Okay, and I need to help our KV-1. He is in a tough situation here. Do I have any shots? Nope. So once that horde comes after me, I'm going to definitely die. I gotta try to make this as awkward as I can for this guy. And I gotta get distance, right? Distance is important. Nice track shot there. Okay, this M4A1, as long as we can finish off these guys, we actually have a chance. But they know how low HP I am, and so they could potentially just all rush me. And I could run out of ammo too, so we gotta be careful about that. Do I have a shot on you, Mr. Grill? Looks like I do. I'm just gonna put one into him. Looks like that one did not connect with anything. One more for good measure. I'm gonna try to just get my binoculars up and see if I can spot these guys. Again, my concern is that they're gonna bum rush me. If I get lit, it's gonna be game over. Good, I know he can't repair that. Should be able to kill this guy here. Hopefully he's still there. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna actually switch to my gold rounds here, because I don't know if I can consistently penetrate that guy. Thankfully I am not lit still. Okay, so I gotta spot Cat, or we're gonna lose this. I'm gonna risk it, because it's only 12 seconds left. There we go. Gotta get the reset. Alright, now I'm gonna just hug the hill. Oh, I would love it if I could pull this off. The fact that the left was shooting at me means that he's probably over there somewhere. So we're going to try to flush him out. No, and there she blows. So I did not get spotted for that, thankfully. That thing has such good view range, I gotta be really, really careful. Wow, it would critically hit that. What the heck? Beautiful. Alright, guys. ELC even 90. 8 kills. And I think I might have got a Calabanas medal, whatever that thing is called. Whew! That was... got the heart rate up a little bit there. That was actually really, really fun. See what you can do in a light tank if you actually used your brain. That was actually a lot of fun. Alright, let's see how we did. Look at all those medals. Ace Tanker. 14 bonds and a tier 5 tank. That is amazing. Alright, 2200 damage, 900 assist. We got the Bradley Walters because we stood... we killed 8 vehicles, right? Yeah, 8. Calabanas medal, which we stood against 5. Or no, wait, we stood alone against, 5 vehicles and we won. We got this medal, which I'm not going to even try to pronounce, for destroying 3 artillery. We got Top Gun, we got High Caliber, and we got Defender. You really can't ask for a better live game than that, right, guys? Look at that damage. Easily twice more than anything else we did in a little light tank. Awesome. Good result. I'm really happy that I was able to pull that out. So cool. Yeah, that was actually a lot of fun.